How did I forget? That's another thing I didn't talk about. The lights. The lights on this bike. I was unsure about them. Because I've heard YouTube people say, yeah, but they're okay. They're not that great, but they're okay. Mate, they are freaking great. They light up the road real well. Really well. Ready? It doesn't really do its justice. But the point is, I was riding these in pure black darkness on the road. And I put the high beams on, and fuck, I don't know. Look, again, I can't compare it to any other bike. I don't really have that good of a memory. But, man, these do the job. And if I leave them on and a car drives past me, he'll flash me and tell me to turn them off. So they're bright enough. They're bloody good. I like them. They're bright enough, you know? If I think of anything else, I'll put it in the clip. Oh, man, it's good to get off the bike. So, I'm officially nearly at my destination. I've only got about 50 kilometers left. But I have driven about 450 kilometers pretty much as soon as I knocked off work at 1600. So you'll say that I wasn't sore, but I was a little bit used. I jumped on this bad boy and hit the road. And it probably wasn't good for my body, but I did it anyway, especially with my very bruised private parts. But this was a interesting journey, because I would be testing this bike out for a long ride. I'd be testing this bike out in the night. I'd be testing out the high beams and all that sort of mojo. Yeah, let's talk about it. Far out, did I have a bloody ride. Well, firstly, I'll say I nearly hit a kangaroo. Actually, I did hit a kangaroo. I hit its tail. Luckily, I avoided actually colliding with it. I did see many other kangaroos, but they were no threat. They weren't on the road or on the sidewalk. So the bike I had before this was a VFR 750. Let's just say, comfortability wise, the VFR won 100%. I've always got my crutch slammed up against the tank, and if I feel like if I push myself back a bit more, I put myself on a sharper angle. But I tell you what, this bike isn't my most comfiest bike, but it is by far the easiest bike I've ridden for long distances. It may not be the most comfy, but man, that cruise control. Oh, I don't think I ever want another bike without it. Wow. It was just amazing. It made so much less stress on my shoulders. Like, it was just so much more easier to ride than the VFR. Having to constantly do this with my wrist to keep it 110. I reckon if I did 450 kilometers tonight, I probably only used the throttle for about 50 kilometers. Like, oh, I had to get used to it though. Now, I've never driven a car, so I've never even used anything like it before. But I had to get used of, when I like to turn a corner, I sometimes like to back off and ease into the corner. Or, you know, I like to control the throttle. But with cruise control, you don't do that. So when I was in corners, especially when I was first riding the first 1 to 200 kilometers, I was not comfy. However, the more I got used of it, I started to take corners at 110, which is the speed limit, and with cruise control fully engaged. Yeah, sure, 110 isn't scary to take a corner at all, but it felt weird. It felt very strange just not having to use any input to throttle the bike, and for the bike to just have throttle constantly. And it's so good. If it's going downhill, it will stay at 100, 110. Or I think I had it mostly on 108. But if you're going downhill and it wants to go faster than 108, it just won't. If it's going uphill and you think it might slow down to 106, it won't. It will go up to 100. It just stays at the speed you put it on. Doesn't matter you're going uphill or downhill, don't matter. But yeah, comfy wise, yeah, like I said, it doesn't win awards, but it is so stress-free. It is really stress-free. I don't think I'd go back to a normal bike. I'd definitely want more technology, although I don't think you can get any more technology than this. Well, you probably can. I got an average, let's have a look at my fuel consumption. I'm pretty sure I got an average of... Oh, my flashlight overheated. I think I got an average of... 4.4. Oh, it's not focusing. 4.4 litres at 100 kilometers. That was my average, because I know that I filled up twice, and every time I filled up, that was pretty much showing. That's pretty good. It is a 3-cylinder, I was gonna say Triumph, fucking hell. It is a 3-cylinder Yamaha, so I can't really compare it to anything I've ridden, but yeah. See, I usually like this dash. However, I've been using this dash, and at first I really didn't like it. I thought it was very clustered, very ugly. However, it is clustered and it does have a lot going on, but I really got used of it. Like, look, like this is all for the phone. This is maps. This is maps. This is like, anyway, it's not important. It is clustered, but it's got everything. And mind you, if I was driving with my VFR, my phone would not have 31% battery, even 42 before I started recording this video, because I would have my phone screen on, my navigation on, playing music through my helmet, which would also kill my helmet sometimes, because it was doing the navigations and the smart system and the LEDs and all that stuff, because it's a smart helmet. My phone battery would never make it. I had 42% battery when I fucking pulled up here. Crazy. And my helmet isn't dead because it's only using audio, none of the smart features. This technology, this GPS navigation, really saved me a lot of hassle. And then in the daytime, when I got a bit too comfortable with cruise control, I could do this. No, hang on, I'm trying to think. What did I went this. I could go music, and I could change it with this, but it's really not that great. It's pretty shit. So what I did is I would usually go to the map, go this, tap once, go music, and then you got the full screen. It is a little bit of a few clicking buttons, but it was really good, really good. And you had like other applications I used, like phone. I even used the weather once because I thought there was rain, so I clicked weather. I even used weather once, but this whole cluster here, yeah man, it was bloody useful. I really liked it. I used all of the electronics that this TV could offer. If this TV could offer something, I used it. So I was really happy with it. What else can I say? I've never been a fan of the exhaust on this bike. It's just too quiet. But I tell you what, riding with this exhaust for like 5 to 6 hours, it was perfect. It wasn't too loud, it wasn't too quiet. It was a really good, just, you could hear it, but it wasn't bad. I really liked it. The bike never got over 80 degrees, even now it's on 81. It performed super well. I never had to brake hard or anything. But, you know, it performed really well. Let's go to 10 minutes and stop it. I don't know what else to say. I rode this for pretty much 6 hours straight with that saddlebag there, and I don't regret it. The electronics, I felt extremely safe. The cruise control was just godly. I've never experienced anything like that. The TFT display had enough to keep me satisfied. I don't know what could really improve it. There's probably like maybe dedicated apps, you know, like a dedicated Spotify app or something. Like dedicated apps could probably improve it. 4.4 litres, I don't know if that's good or bad for a motorbike. I don't know if that's good or bad for a 3-cylinder. Oh, suspension! I should have talked about suspension. How did I forget? Look. This is out of factory suspension. It is all adjustable. Here's the knob, which is hilarious, because I could adjust it on the fly. I was riding the bike with cruise control, and I could adjust it while driving. And these ones as well. However, you need a actual screw for them ones. I felt mostly every bump. I did. However, I think that's changeable if you just put this more on soft. See, soft and hard. I did turn it 3 or 4 times, and I did feel like it was better. So I feel like if you just turn that nozzle a few times, you could get a bit better for the Australian roads. But yeah, I did feel every bump. I feel like that is adjustable and that is changeable, but that's it. I'll be honest, I felt every bump. But I tell you what, when I had smooth roads, which I did, especially, man, when I had some smooth roads, mate, she was nice. Yeah, alright, I better turn it off now. But that's my experience. Good luck if anyone actually watched that whole 12-minute video. Peace.